Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Freeform. In its objectless state, the Freeform is an uninhibited, reflexive, involuntary, and erratic movement. However, as soon as it is joined to an object, this movement is constrained by the limitations of the object's material form. One theory about the origin of the Freeform suggests that when the Freeform was cut off for the first time from its original parent object, every relation that followed between the Freeform and another object became parasitic, in the sense that no object will ever be a perfect match for all of the Freeform, and therefore it is always at the same time part and not part of a host object. And that in this relation, there is always a part of the object that is more free than the other. Now, from the standpoint of an object, suddenly confronted with something moving outside of its executive control, the part that is unfree in this relation moves automatically, and the part that is free does not. This part becomes the creative potential of the object. The relation also represents somewhat of a paradox, in the sense that a parasitic relation is often regarded as a threat to individual freedom. And so on one side, the parasitic relation shatters the illusion of sovereignty of the living object. But at the same time, the Freeform introduces to the object the possibility of a choice between deliberate or undeliberate action, or the freedom of choice between allowing something to happen automatic or acting upon it by censoring it. This makes it, for example, possible to divide attention by allowing part of its action to run automatic, while focusing attention on another, and it can give rise to the somewhat bewildering experience of passively observing your own hand doing the drawing. In other words, this relation is characterized by variable levels of control, and in that sense, the Freeform sets the stage for different actors within the same object, while the various actors within the object take from the Freeform a level of autonomy. Each of them also unifies different constellations of both automatic and controlled movement in a permanent state of flux. And in that sense, they all mirror the Freeform in its objectless state. This mirrored Freeform becomes a potential sign in a symbolic language. That is, it can become an analog signifier of the disruptive force within that very same language.